Hey all, Binks here, and today we're getting furious. Today's deck takes advantage of Nick Fury, the brand new card with the season pass. It is a 5 energy, 7 power with on reveal, add 3 random 6 cost cards to your hand. So with this new card and being able to add a lot of cards in your hand, I kind of wanted to bring back a old, very popular archetype that utilized things like Devil Dinosaur and the Collector and trying to have a very big hand size. So some of the key cards are obviously going to be the Collector. Collector has gotten a lot worse since its nerf. It used to be a 2 energy 0 power when a card enters your hand from anywhere except the deck plus 2 power. Now it got 1 additional power to start, so it's a 2/1, but only gains 1 power whenever there's new cards getting added to the hand. Definitely still think it's worth it in a deck like this that's really focusing on it. Other key cards are going to be Devil Dinosaur, a 4 energy 0 power ongoing plus 2 power for each card in your hand. Devil Dinosaur still stays really good, especially for ending up playing Nick Fury and getting those additional 3 cards. We have Mystique to give us a second copy of that Devil Dinosaur for only 3 energy. So that's kind of like a old Devil Dinosaur used to be. And then to fill things out, we have a few other things. We have Bishop in here. Bishop is just really great to kind of build. And if you play it on turn 3, you're going to play enough cards the rest of the game to get this to pretty large card. Angela's in here, just another really solid card. Scorpion, just a great 2-drop. And then the rest of the cards just kind of try and fill our hand and take advantage of Devil Dinosaur and Mystique. So we have Sentinel, which is going to be a 2 energy 3 power, which adds another Sentinel to your hand. Early on, this card was in almost every single deck, and it's kind of fallen out of favor now that Pool 3 is much more popular, but still really good in any kind of Collector or Devil Dinosaur based deck. We have Quinjet, which is going to give us discounts on any of the new cards that we add to our deck. So this is going to be really good with Nick Fury because those cards are going to end up costing 5. You can squeeze in another 1-drop sometimes on the very last turn, which is really cool. We have Agent 13 to give us another card. And then to finish it off, we have Rogue, which is just, I feel like a really great tech card right now. You know, you can steal any ongoing abilities. So any, you know, Iron Man, Patriot, Wongs that your opponents may have. Rogue is just a great way to completely destroy them and end up winning that game most of the time. And Iron Man works well with Mystique and just a great power play. Overall, I thought Nick Fury was okay. I think it's a really fun and cool card to be added. You know, you don't have to add any 6-drops if you add Nick Fury and you're planning on playing him on 5. You get a choice of 3 different 6-drops. You can get access to crazy cards like Galactus or, you know, other big effects, Doctor Doom, Magneto, that your opponent can't really expect because they have no idea what's going to be coming. And you don't really know either. So you're just kind of rolling the dice and seeing what happens. As always, if you're enjoying this content, make sure to hit the like button. Hit the subscribe on YouTube if you want more content. We do have an official release date for Marvel Snap. I took a lot of time off to just kind of get some personal things together, but I'm back and I'm going to be posting very frequently. So expect 4 to 5 videos a week moving forward into release, and maybe even going back to daily Marvel Snap content once we get closer to release. We'll see how things go. And of course, you can catch me live over at twitch.tv/Binks_plays. Enjoy. I think a lot of times we're ripping out the Collector here, even though they didn't play anything. I think we want to play the Collector here still. You can play it on sewer systems, fine. Already lost all your fantasy games this week? Nah, there's no way. I guess if someone had like Cup and Allen, and you had a bunch of duds, it can feel bad, but there's still so many games left to be played. You know? People put up goose eggs all the time, you never know. Hoping for a 1-drop off the top. Beautiful. Makes me feel really good about getting this Collector out as well. So yeah, I think we'll just... I think Scorpion here now feels pretty good. We don't have to go too hard on the Sentinel. We don't have like a Quinjet out where we get really rewarded for playing the Sentinel early. Just to a new location. I think we're okay with spreading out right now. So Cable, so we're gonna hit what, 5 cards? 5 cards of the Scorpion feels really good. Mysterio, not a bad play, especially if we can get Bishop down. Speak of the devil. Let's fight Bishop over here on Monster Island. Actually, no, because with this Mysterio going down, Even if we let our opponent know where it's going, I don't really care. So we can play like Mysterio Sentinel next turn. Or we could just play a Nick Fury this turn. Kind of have our own discretion. It'll depend on what we get off the top. Hard running Thor, huh? Interesting choice. So Nick Fury loses us our draw. Could also just rip an Iron Man there. Then we could play like Mysterio Sentinel or Mysterio Rogue next turn. Don't have a rogue target. We don't really want to play it here. Mysterio feels kind of bad because then they know exactly where it's coming, but it doesn't really matter because our other opinion is playing it on turn 6. And we would give him that big bishop buff. And too bad. It doesn't seem like a deck that would be running like wave things. I think we're okay with just getting the... We're okay with just getting him out there. Name Mysterio Praise. Okay, they got the double dinosaurs. So this is really huge. So what we'll be able to do here is we'll be able to play Rogue and steal this double dinosaur, easily winning this location. And then we're gonna play Mysterio over here. So this will get +4, +5, so we'll get +9 power here. We'll easily win middle. It doesn't guarantee anything, I suppose. Because we can just like play for a tie here with the Quinjet. Oh, it's snapping. Unless our opponent goes hard, pretty hard left and plays anything right, I think we're good. I feel pretty confident here. Because this only makes it with 4 power. 1 +4, 5. We're stealing all their power from this double dinosaur. I think we got it. So this is a little bit scary, but because we're tying over on the right, I think we're gonna have enough in the tiebreaker. I think we have enough in the tiebreaker to still win this. Wait, we're only getting 9 over on the left. I know. Okay, so we're not winning on the left, which is fine, but it's gonna be very close. Wait, no, are we winning on the left? Because I think we're getting 10 with the Quinjet. So I think we're gonna maybe tie on the left, tie on the right, and then win middle. Oh, lose by 2, win by a lot, and tie. Very nice, good game. That's where the Rogue comes in. I think the Rogue is Rogue does seem really strong. I always like used to think that Rogue only gets played in a miss or negative deck, but since playing Rogan just as like a tech card, I just kind of was like missing a 12th card, and it felt really good. I think Agent 13 on 1 just seems fine here. And we'll play it away from Baxter Building. New bots with pool 3 decks. Bot just ran a full hella deck into me. Had people not been facing pool 3 decks? Like I've faced maybe they just like updated like what kind of decks are coming out, but I've definitely played against a lot of pool 3 decks in the past. Okay, that's good for the collector. I think Mr. Fantastic Middle seems great. Probably go double 2-drop on turn 4. The problem with bots and like trying to run specific decks is like they'll try and run like the swarm deck with like the collector, but they just don't know how it works. They like don't know how you're supposed to do this deck. So I was thinking double 4, but just running out of double dinosaur seems pretty solid. You want to run double dinosaur? I guess we can fight hard for Baxter Building. We're gonna lose 1 tick on our Nick Fury if we want to use him next turn. Okay, discarded Dracula. Love to see it. We got the Mystique as well. So I think that this turn is definitely just a Mystique Sentinel. We absolutely are snapping here. Probably just Nick Furying to finish out the game. Just to refill our hand towards the end seems great. I don't see just about any way that we lose this. Probably want to Nick Fury over on the left. Hellcow, discard Swordmaster. Bots can see your played cards before they reveal, like having a Daredevil effect every turn. I think they toned it down. It used to be only for certain bots, like only some of the bots had that ability unlocked, and they would use it. It would change how often they would use it, or something like that. Is kind of how it seems. So there's a couple of ways that I can go about trying to win out this game. I could do just Nick Fury, get +2 on the Collector, get these guys up to +4. But I could also do some like rogue Sentinel things. Like I can rogue their Morbius and just basically make it so they can't win over here, and then just play out like a Sentinel middle. This will keep me at 5, so this will only go down to 2. Give me an extra boost here, so let's bring them down to 16. Almost always win here, almost always win here. I think this is probably just about the safest play. No, they weren't just getting lucky. It's true. They could just be really lucky. I think this is about the safest play I can make. It helps me win pretty consistently across every location. Taking their Morbius buff is huge. That makes it a 3 energy 9 power card. If they just play like a big Apocalypse, even if they get the +3, we're fine. Okay, I will silence left. I will silence left. Remember that I will silence is left. Very important. Too shabby. Bishop not an ongoing effect. Opponent juked me out, thinking he might be playing the Vulture onto the Superflow. Man, the Superflow always makes me love having a Green Goblin. Vault is kind of bad for our opponent if they're planning on doing the Heimdall way of winning this. It's gonna make it pretty tough for him. Raven and Cloak. Okay. I'd imagine if Vulture's coming that way. Gotta think that's pretty darn common. Also, remember not to play a Iron Man over on the left, because the Isle of Silence is there. I think we Iron Man right. And then next turn we like Mystique. So your turn cards like Bishop and Collector aren't coded as ongoing. So the reason that is, right? An ongoing effect is something that usually says like has X for how many times X has happened. So for instance, Morbius says has +2 power for each card you discarded this game, right? The Collector's ongoing effect doesn't start until it enters play. So if it was an ongoing, it would say ongoing +1 power for each card that has entered your hand this game from anywhere except your deck. Because it usually takes into account things that will happen before or after it's played. So that's why cards like Bishop and the Collector don't have an ongoing effect. Like if Bishop was an ongoing, it would be ongoing as plus X power for every card you've played this game, not every card you've played since it's been out there. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. 6 power here. I think we go like Mystique. I think we just need to keep getting cards in our hand because we need to somehow beat this this vault that our opponent has. But I still think that they're going to try and do Heimdall things to win. So maybe we shouldn't focus on trying to win this. I think we can abandon the Superflow for the last turn. It's weird to see in order to have an effect. I think it's fine that they're different. Yeah, plus I think they also, like, you could probably word some of them as ongoing, but it also seems like it's something that they are trying to do to not make some ongoing things too overpowered. Mm-hmm. Oh, it snapped, huh? I think just like Red Skull left. 9, 14, doubled. Does lose to them just playing anything middle, but also this is a real human. Gotta think about my best possible outs here. Bone's probably not gonna play a Heimdall. They're probably pretty content and think that they can get the W over on the right. They're gonna fight for both of these locations. Wait, did I mess up my Mystique? Isle of Silence, dude. Isle of Silence. I even told myself a bunch of times earlier in the game. I was thinking about putting it in the middle, and then I just didn't. I'd love to see it. I can still Red Skull there though. Yeah, they never play middle. You see, I think this still wins, I believe. 14 will give me 22 here. Look at that. No Mystique Isle of Silence needed. They never play middle there. Never play middle. I hate Subterraria. Okay, Isle of Silence left. Isle of Silence left. Isle of Silence left. I'm gonna click on this before every I make sure I click on this every time I'm not doing anything. Just keep it on screen. Does it say something other than escape to both players retreat? Actually, I don't know. Collector is not an ongoing effect. Isle of Silence. Ongoing effects are disabled here. So I think we get our bishop out, and I think over in the big house is fine. Hoping for a 2-drop off the rip would feel very good. It says draw. Thank you. More you know. I feel like that's only I can't even like remember the last time. Okay, so we have a shocker. So our rogue for their patriot is very good. Even Stevens. All right, so we got this rogue in our back pocket for the patriot, which is actually very good. The strong man will never go off, but it's kind of nice that it's cheap. So we'll just Sentinel Quinjet here. Try and play out as many cards as I can. We know that they're going to Patriot on the right or in the middle. Okay, 2 lines of play here. We can just Nick Fury. We can just YOLO slammed on the Nick Fury. And then next turn we can do like the Rose Sentinel Scorpion play, or we can play whatever 6-drop that we get. Or we can play like Sentinel Scorpion this turn. Sentinel Scorpion feels really bad. I think we just Nick Fury. Because we can also Nick Fury and then play a 6-drop and a Sentinel, which is really nice. Play this here. See what they do. Does they just play their Patriot here? Even if they play like an Iron Man here, we're feeling pretty good. Okay, so we're going to we should have this in the bag. Probably shouldn't have snapped there because they're probably going to retreat. But I think if we rogue and steal their Patriot, we go like here and here. Should have enough to win. This will go up to 6. Adding 5 plus 3. We're adding 8. They're just trying to Mystique over on the left. Should be fine. Probably a Mystique Cyclops is what I would imagine. So let's see if the Mystique can even go off. I don't know if the Mystique goes off if it's vanillafied. But we gotta find out. We live learning here. It's hard to slam down the Abomination. Yeah, ripping that Patriot out of their hand feels really, really good. If you're facing a lot of Patriot decks and you can slot in Rogue, it's quite snazzy. Tinker's Workshop seems so underwhelming now that Project Pegasus exists. Hey, Rune, I have a 0 power hand. Not ideal. It always hurts, even though it's like not all that bad. It always hurts when the Iron Man gets the -1. It never feels great. 1 energy every turn. Yeah, but then it's just like super flow, right? Okay, we could potentially have some destroyer shenanigans if we want them. I don't think we have any other real ways other than Wakanda to help out with that. Probably kind of like a pipe dream. Also, maybe now that I'm running Angel in this deck, should we think about not filling up all 3 locations? Flex play would have worked if they had more hide than 15 seconds in the division round. Yeah, you know, so you just gotta go for broke sometimes. I don't wave, huh? Just getting the Iron Man out on the left seems fine. It's a little bit weak if we don't hit a Nick Fury soon. Odin wave, fine. Still pushing in the middle, huh? Yeah, Dr. Doom makes sense. Okay. Classic conundrum, right? Kind of a 50-50 type situation here. So I think that Nick Fury is just straight up going to be my best play. It's very hard to beat a Nick Fury here. But how do I want to play it? Nick Fury on the right gives me plus 13 over here. But what I'm most scared about is probably my opponent just slamming a Giganto. Which means I should go here. I do get to 12 with this. So I go to 14. So I lose to a big thing over here. But I'm just kind of playing the 50-50 game, right? This does better against a split push, though. I'm just scared he's going to slam Giganto on the left. I'm really scared my opponent's going to slam Giganto on the left if I do this. Opponent always makes dumb plays into Iron Man. For me, and I lose games. Yeah, it's tough, right? Because this gives me plus 6 here, gives me to 14. I would feel like my opponent would try and go the other way. They're going to play Giganto on the Iron Man, I know it. Okay, good. Made the right play. Even if we lose, still made the right play. Lose to like Rogue shenanigans. Lose to like Shang-Chi shenanigans, I suppose. Lady Sif Ghost Rider. Still. Oh. Oh, they're. Oh, man. This is one of those streams, dude. Make the best play, still lose. Quinjet on one, you love to see it. Quinjet feels a lot worse. Now that the feature location is gone. Quinjet felt great when that feature location was there, though. Alright, this is a little bit spooky. They're fighting me on Hollow. Okay, they're just gonna change Hollow. That's cool. Titan doesn't really matter for me. I think we're gonna Bishop over here on the right, and then I think we're gonna plant my Devil Dinosaur on Atlantis again. That seems like just a really good spot for my Dino to be. I think it'll beat out their Sunspot almost all the time. I guess unless I don't get anything like any Sentinels or any cards that add cards to my hand. Wasp. Plus with the Forge buff, helps out quite a bit. We are just like not a lot of power in our middle. Red Skull's a little bit scary, but with like the Iron Man in the middle, I feel like we're gonna be in a good spot. We snap here. Kill might be better than Quinjet. Yeah. I've also been thinking about switching out the Scorpion for a Cable, which helps make the Quinjet more worth it. So what does our opponent do here? I think it's just Nick Fury middle. I think that they're gonna have a really hard time beating this Devil Dinosaur over on the left, no matter what they do. I'm pretty happy with my snap. I don't think they can beat my Nick Fury middle ever, unless they do like some rogue shenanigans. Like rogue's probably the only way. Chavez ain't gonna be enough. Very nice. And they got their Impinaut Dracula. Drats. And Enchantress as well. And it shuts off the Red Skull. Enchantress actually crushes me there. And I should probably have thought about it because if they have Red Skull, I think they're just using Red Skull for Dracula shenanigans. But if they have Red Skull, Enchantress is a great play. So I kind of want to play Angela here because it means that either of these locations are like won't do anything. I want to land Angela on one of those locations because I want to be able to keep playing cards on it. The only thing that gets wrecked by would be Sewer System, but fine. We'll just Sentinel on top of it. We know that it's not going to have the actual -1 power. It's good. That's why I actually played on the unknown location. The only thing I get wrecked by would be Murder World there. But change your mind. I'm pretty sure it's not a bot. I'm pretty sure it is a bot, rather. Wait, no, because they said yes to me. Why'd they play Wolfsbane over there? Oh, it's an Agatha deck. That's got to be an Agatha deck, right? Why else would you play Wolfsbane out there? Unless you're just like need to do something. Wong. Like weird Mr. Negative deck. Let's steal that and add 2 Sentinels to our hand. So they're probably gonna play a big on reveal effect on Wong, or they're probably hoping to play a big on reveal effect on Wong, and then I will take their lunch. Wong Odin sometimes plays early wolf. Sucks if you don't have a Wong. And I get the extra. And that moment when you rogue a Wong. Jeez. Man. The instant concedes are so good. Make sure to subscribe. Watch that one too.